I'm Chief Executive Wayne Ting is with me, joining me in New York. Good to see you, sir. The argument is not new. The solutions are pretty much ban them, geo-cap them, restrict them. What's your preferred solution?
Well, I think my preferred solution is we need more. We need more micromobility. I love the show today, Richard, where you talk a lot about the crisis around climate. And the number one source of carbon pollution in Europe and the United States is from transportation. The vast majority of that coming from our personal use, our cars. And so if we're going to be serious about this, we have to increase bikes and scooters as a way to reduce our reliance on cars.
So let me focus down. What is your preferred solution to the nuisance level that the e-scooters and to some extent e-bikes have created? The bays work up to a point. The geo-fencing works up to a point. But in London, they're littered everywhere. In every city I've been to, is it to restrict the number of companies who have access? What's your preferred solution?
Yeah, well, first, we take very seriously on the type of critiques that we're hearing. And we're investing in things like digital corral parking solutions. We're testing out new things around sidewalk detection. So if an e-bike or e-scooter is on a sidewalk, we can tell them to get off the sidewalk or slow them down. But I would actually challenge, Richard, the notion that we are the ones littering the streets. I mean, you mentioned London. London has over 1 million cars. If you add up all the e-bikes, e-scooters, including the dock bike system, it's less than 1% of all the bikes, all the cars that are in the streets of London. We're simply not used to it. We're blinded to all the cars we see, and it's parked on every street and every corner. I think one of the challenges we have to do is to change our perception that bikes and scooters don't have a right to our streets. We need to build more bike lanes, build more parking, so that we can resolve some of this nuisance around parking.
Now, I think it was in one of the Scandinavian cities where I was visiting, where, as one might imagine, they were duly parked properly. Everybody parked them in a nice line in the parking bay, and there wasn't that same problem. How you enforce that? I wonder whether you have the ability, because I'm not doubting for a moment the value of what you're offering, but by fining me, by being more rigorous, by kicking me off your system, by literally being the policeman to me, don't you have a responsibility?
Richard, you're absolutely right, and we do exactly that. So we have digital parking corrals. We have to, in many cities, only park in the digital parking corral. We ask every rider to take a picture of their ride. We review every one of these pictures. And if you're not following the rules, we start fining you, and we actually increase successively the fines. And if you're somebody who consistently break the rules, we kick you off the platform. And you're absolutely right. We got to take responsibility for that. But we can't do it without also shifting our infrastructure. You know, when we talk about not having enough, too much bikes parked on the street, well, if we take 1 out of every 10 car parking spots and turn it into a bike rack, we would solve the bike parking issue. And so we got to also tackle infrastructure.
I'm just looking here at my bike hire list, because obviously, yes, I have Lime in there, but I've also got Bolt and Vio and Bird. I'm sure this is giving you a bit of indigestion, and Human Forest in London, and Tier and Spin. There's too many of you.
I think that's a fair point. I think one of the things that we need to make sure is that riders know how to leverage us. And so one of the things that we continue to work with cities is to say, some cities have too many operators and have too much fleet. When you do that, it's actually confusing for consumers. And we think that the right way, you want competition, but probably 2 or 3 operators per city. So that's easy for riders to access micromobility without creating a type of brand confusion that you're describing.
Wayne, good to talk to you. Next time we'll do it on a, well, I mean, safely, of course. We'll do it when maybe you're operating here in New York. Thank you, sir. Grateful for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard.